This is a do-or-die situation. Big game 5. Always decisive. 2K Sports presents the playoffs of the NBA. And it's the Pistons to start out. Now here's Jackson. Pass to Rose. Now Griffin. Fades back, and he gets it to go.
He's got so much junk in his trunk, he'll find a way to hurt you.
Walker with it. Gives him the lead pass. Slim. Down low. Knocked loose. And stolen by Drummond. Puts the lead pass in front of him. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
And Boston has possession. 4-point game. Ball's not loose. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Rose. Blocked. About a minute played so far here in the first. Tries from 16. It's Drummond with the rebound.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
And here's Jackson. Six to shoot. From deep three-point range, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Here's Walker. Slim. Now Jackson. Pass to Rose. Outside Griffin. Backs down. Detroit. No good that time either. Detroit on D. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Got that one up quick. And that'll tie this game up. Now here's Jackson. And here's Rose. Five on the clock. And Griffin backs in. Fades. The rebound by the Celtics. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Slim. Misses off the right iron.
I'll tell you what, folks. I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Here's Jackson. Pass to Rose. Off with the winner.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Slim finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. 6 points for him.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Pass to Griffin. Outside Griffin. There's the double team with Walker. Outside for Jackson. Pocket 6. And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Celtics making a change here. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Jackson misses. Slim. Here's the screen. Here's Cantor. Offensive rebound. Misses it from 7 feet out.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
There's the bucket. Good. Slim. Keeps it alive. Great positioning on the putback.
He never gives up on a missed shot. He feels like every one is his, and that tip-in paid off for him.
Pass to Rose. Griffin down low. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. They set the pick. Here's Cantor. Tatum to the middle. Just 5 to shoot. Makes the lead pass. Jackson misses.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Here's Cantor. Inside. Slim. And there's the whistle. Foul hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's his first trip to the line. And the first one drops. And he makes both free throws. The Pistons trail it. Jackson with it. Pass to Rose. Back to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it fly. A second chance effort. There's the block.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the board.
Wanamaker. A three-pointer is right on target.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Here's Rose. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. And it's on down to the Pistons as Detroit retains possession. Time call here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. To the inside, number 45 moves back up. The shot is off. Pass to Walker. Right side to Walker. They double him with Drummond. Tatum. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
Outside Jackson. Now here's Rose. Rose gets the bucket.
He's trying to get it going offensively, but right now just 1 of 4 to start.
And that one's good. 10 points for him.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Outside Jackson. Fader on the way. The shot's good from Griffin. And here's Walker. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Here's Cantor. Leads him in there. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession. And the Pistons making a change here. Detroit with the ball. Trailing by 5. Frazier outside. From downtown, the shot is good.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Here is Edwards. Slim. And again, it's Estern converted.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Here's Frazier. Here's Morris. Backs him down. Shoots from the corner. And there's another one for the Pistons.
Picture perfect with the turnaround. There's no stopping that shot.
Slim, banked in off the glass. He's got 14.
He is just tearing it out this court. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this high.
Now Frazier. Shot clock at 5. Here's Morris. And the shot falls short this time.
They've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass today.
To the paint. Here's Edwards. Fires the 3. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Now here's Frazier. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Morris. Snell. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Slim. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. First free throw is good. And the Celtics making a change here. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Frazier with it. Shot clock at 6. Will it go? Shot no good. Here is Edwards. Kept alive. The Celtics making a switch here. Down low, number 77. Lee pass was put in just the right spot.
They haven't been able to stifle him defensively here.
And here's Frazier. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. There's the pick. Here's Wood. Buries it down low.
Guys, he's got the length to get to the rim, and when he gets there, you never see a clumsy or awkward finish out of him. Everything is smooth and fluid.
Pulled loose. Out in his own on the break. Come on. Coast to coast dunk. Slim. Off target from three-point range.
You know, a team's rebounding is one of the great measures of its energy, and theirs has been terrific in the first quarter.
Frazier outside. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
I'll tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
The Pistons making a change here. Lock at 6. Slim. The shot misses. From half court, no good. And so the first quarter is in the books. Celtics up. And thanks for joining us once more as we get set to continue our coverage of the Eastern Conference Semis. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise? The Pistons trailing. Jackson up top. The layup off target. Here's Edwards. And he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for two. This is his first trip to the line tonight. The first one falls. Both shots good from the stripe. Now Jackson. Here's Morris. There's a screen. Bernard loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Here is Edwards. Slim. No good from outside. And replay through the first minute here in the second. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed come from very close range.
The Pistons making a change here. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. And it's good. He's got 18. Now here's Jackson. He's got 5. Pass to Griffin. Backing down. Number 45. Buries the jump shot. Here is Edwards. He has 5. There's the screen. Here is Hayward. Slim. And again, it's Preston converted. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Outside Jackson. Takes a 3. And Boston with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11 points.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Shot is off. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Again, the Pistons good for 2. The Celtics with the lead. They set the pick. From the arc. Shot is off. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Right side Jackson. Number 45. Good look, but off the mark.
Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
Goes up the baseline. It's a big height bounce and goes in. He's got 22.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Pass to Griffin. Backing in. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That is his first foul of the game. The Pistons making a change here. Walker with it. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Slim. And that one's good.
Defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
And here's Jackson. 7 points in the game. Number 45. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Here's Walker. Tatum. Off target from outside. Now Rose. Outside Jackson. Pass to Griffin. He's against Cantor. Shoots a fader. Griffin's shot is off.
I think in that situation, it was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
Good shot there, and it's off target.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc. They're really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
Now here's Walker. Outside to Walker. It's deflected. Stolen by Jackson. Pass to Rose. Knocked away. Outside Jackson.
For the 2 fouls now, he really has to be disciplined and under control for the rest of this half.
And the Celtics making a change here. On defense, the Celtics. 6-point lead. 6 to shoot. And he gets it to go. 9 points in the game so far.
It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but now he's definitely found his stride and rhythm.
That bucket in no time at all.
He had to wait for a while, all the way until now, but he finally got his first three-pointer of the game.
Pass to Rose. Jackson with it. It's tipped. Number 45. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Slim. No good with the triple.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Now here's Jackson. 9 points in the game so far.
Those are the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
Slim. No lock.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
To the inside. Outside Rose. He hits it from 9.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Slim. Nice teamwork to set up the quick play and make the space for the Jazz.
They're starting to get a little triple happen. Falling in love with that three-point.
Here's Jackson. Time call here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Here's Drummond. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Outside Jackson. Rebound Boston. They've led by as many as 11 points. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That'll be his second foul of the game. Walker with it. There's a good screen. Smart. Tatum gets it to go from beyond the arc. 6 points for him.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Shot denied. It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. And the Celtics making a change here. Outside Jackson. Pass to Griffin. Left side, Griffin. Back to Jackson. Lets it go with a three. Pistons keep it alive. And here's the rejection.
That'll increase their rebounding advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
That's his first personal foul.
First one falls for him.
Shooting 100% in the quarter. They've made them all, taking full advantage at the line.
He hits both from the strike. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Pass to Rose. Right side, Rose. Shot clock at 3. Shot to stop the run. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And that's not all there is to say about him, Steve. I mean, he also is a master of the pick and roll. Get the ball in his hands and set a screen for him, and there will be an easy bucket after.
It's up a 3. That one goes. Come. He's got 6.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Number 45. Gets to the corner and buries it. Tice. And he banks in the layup.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Outside Rose. Pass to Drummond. Again, the Pistons good for 2. Smart. And a miss there on the triple. And here's Jackson. He's got 9. Number 45. And it's off from three-point range. And he finishes nicely on the layup. He's got 31.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seems like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Outside Rose. Pass to Drummond. Backing him down. From 6 away. Again, the Pistons good for 2.
That time the defenders were a little lazy getting to him.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. The Pistons making a change here. They set the screen. Slim. Busted. No good that time either. Snell. And that one is stuffed right through. The Celtics with the lead. Pass to Williams. And it's good. Walk through contact, gets the shot, he'll go to the free throw line. The Pistons making a change here, and he's got his first chance at the line here. Here's Rose. He has 7. Here's Morris. They set the pick. Snell. Again, the Pistons score. So it's Boston now. Here is Edwards. He's got 5. Slim. The quick look, no good that time. Now Rose. With the lead pass. Good. And that is good. And so we can go back to get underway. here's Walker. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Wanamaker from outside, off the mark. The Pistons trailing. Outside Jackson. There's the pick. Here's Rose. Pass to Griffin. Now Jackson. Outside Rose. The push it. Slams it back in.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
Here's the three. And he gets it to go. He's got 34.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
And this will be his second and third shots at the line here. And the first one at the line is good. And so he hits both. And for those of you tuning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Slim. Wanamaker. Soft touch off the pass. He's got 8.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
There's the screen. The finger roll finish at the bucket. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Here's Cantor. Working on Drummond. Slim. It's Drummond with the rebound. Here's Rose. He's got 11. Right side Jackson. But he gets it back. Tipped away. And here we go. Wanamaker. Declines the foul. Chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Rose. Two minutes into the second half of play now. Here's Jackson. Number 45. Drills it from outside. 11 points in the game. Wanamaker. Slim. And it's Boston with another. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Jackson. Pulls up, high post. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And this is his second trip to the line in the game. And he makes the first. And the Celtics making a change here. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
There's the pick. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Stolen by Jackson. All by himself. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. 13 points in the game.
He had his choice of finishing moves there, and you just got to love the fact he went old school with the finger roll.
Outside, Walker. Rose with the double team. Here is Hayward. Inside. It's stolen. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Stolen by Kansas. Slim. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
That is not a difficult pass. You'd think they could keep it in bounds.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. It's been quite a game for... Jackson with it. 13 points in the game. a shot. Griffin down low. And that one's good. 9 points in the game so far. The Celtics with the lead. Outside, Walker deflects the pass. Stolen by Jackson. Goes up. Rips down the breakaway slam. And here's Walker. He hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure will change. Rebound by Rose. Pass to Jackson. Drummond with it. Back to Jackson. 5 to shoot. Sweet little float. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
Well, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
Back to Walker. Tries to snap the cold streak, and that one's good. Now Rose. He's got 11. Back to Griffin. Number 45. Trying to come right back with a 3 of his own. But it's no good. To the middle. Here is Edwards. Edwards. That's good. 7 points in the game. Here's Rose. Pass to Jackson. Outside, Griffin. Backs in. He lobs up the pass. An emphatic alley-oop jam. Now here's Walker. They set the screen. Jacks up a 3. And again, Estern with the triple.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Rose. Left side Rose. And Griffin backs in. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. And he knocks down the first one. The Pistons making a change here. Both free throws good from Griffin.
Boy, they came out of the locker room at halftime with a much more physical disposition than they had in the first half.
Here's Cantor. The kick out to Walker. Here is Hayward. Edwards. The offensive rebound. Here's Cantor. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. 6 points for him.
And guys, he plays a tough brand of basketball. His biggest tool and asset is his strength, and he uses it every time down the court.
Jackson with it. 17 points in the game. Brown outside. Number 45. A rebound by the Celtics. They've held a 12-point lead early. Here's Cantor. Slim drains the three-pointer. And he has 42. And here's Jackson. Outside Griffin. Backs him down. Lets it fly from 18. Can't get it to go. Now Walker. There's the triple. The shot is off.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Pass to Brown. Back to Jackson. Now here's Griffin. It's hauled in by Edwards. Slim. The long distance three is good. They They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Here's Brown. Maker. Here is Hayward. Here is Hayward. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Slim. Outside, Walker. On deep. Griffin grabs the board. Now here's Jackson. 17 points in the game. Outside, Griffin. Right side, Griffin. Number 45. Outside for Jackson. Pass to Brown. Number 45. And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That one is off. And the Pistons making a change here. And the second free throw, good. Here's the Celtics with the ball. Here is Edwards. He has 7. To the inside. Tatum. Offline with his 3. Cantor. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. There's a good screen. Slim. And another shot. And that's 2 points on the layup. He's got 8.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Fires from deep. That's good.
You can really see that his confidence is at a high level here in this half. He didn't have a 3 in the first.
Walker with it. Slim. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
This guy's putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
And here's Jackson. Outside Griffin. Back to Jackson. Blocked. But they get it go. Here's Edwards. 7 points in the game. Here's Cantor. Backing down. Slim. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. He's made all 6 of his tries at the line so far. The first free throw is good. And the Celtics making a change here. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Now Jackson. He's got 17. Back to Griffin. The jump hook, and he gets it to go. 13 points in the game.
Excellent execution of the plan there.
Slim misses the shot. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come. And we welcome you back here to the broadcast of the Eastern Conference semifinals. Now here's Jackson. Good on. Oh, good on the triple.
You know, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Hayward can hit. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Here's Morris. Here's Morris. Got a piece of it. No good. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Here is Hayward. The three, and that one's good.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Jackson with it. Outside Jackson. Morris. Pass to Jackson. Wood. Here's Wood. That's good. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Slim. And he draws body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. So he'll head to the free throw line. First one falls for him.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
And the Pistons making a change here. Jackson with it. Pass to Rose. Back to Jackson. Clock at 6. A three-pointer off the mark.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be. Firmly in control of this game.
Outside Rose. Pass to Jackson. Number 45. And the three ball is good.
The defense better start paying attention and taking care of business because he's been great from the arc this half.
Slim. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. And he knocks down the first one. Good on both. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And Slim picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Wood. Terrific swat. Slim. Here's Rose. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Outside Jackson. Now Rose. Morris. And takes that one up and powers it through. Estern with the ball. Slim lays it up and banks it in.
It's basically been on him. I mean, he scored most of the points himself.
Now here's Jackson. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Rose. And the basket good. It's tipped. Here's Morris for the finish. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam. And so it's Boston with it. A 12-point game. Slim. Derrick Rose grabs the miss. for Jackson. Outside Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. And it's out of bounds to the Pistons as Detroit retains possession. The Pistons making a change here. Here's Jackson. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Walker. Left side Walker. But they'll get another chance. Slim. Here is Hayward for 3. The shot no good. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Jackson with it. Left side Jackson. Left side Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Left side Jackson. Beats the shot clock but can't get it to fall. And it's Drummond missing. And here's Walker. Slim connects from three-point range.
Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's had.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Outside Rose. Pass to Drummond. And Slim picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Now here's Jackson. Number 45. Detroit, no good that time either. Outside, Walker. Slim. Back to Walker. 6 to shoot. Here is Hayes from outside the arc. Rose with the rebound. Trying to get back on track. Oh, what a great finish as he gets bumped on his way up. He'll go to the line and try to tack on another. Slim. Now Rose. Pass to Drummond. Now Jackson. Wide open. Rose hits the bucket.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Slim. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And the first one at the line is good. And so he makes both from the line. Here's Rose. Pass to Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. And he uses the glass on the layup. 19 points in the game. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. Terrible turnover.
And the Pistons making a change here. Pass to Griffin. Oh, that's blocked. But he recovers it. And that one's good.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
Slim somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Now here's Jackson. Outside Rose. Outside for Jackson. From deep. Shot is blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Pistons as Detroit retains possession. It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. Pass to Griffin. Jackson with it. From deep three-point range. From beyond the arc and then some. 22 points for him. Stolen by Rose. Outside Griffin. High post try. And right through it goes. The Celtics with the lead. Tatum. Outside Rose. Back to Jackson. Pass to Griffin. Gives him the lead pass. Here's Drummond. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. No good on that one. That one is no good. Griffin with the steal. Left side Rose. No good. Here's Walker. Slim. His three-pointer's off the mark. Here are the Pistons with the ball. Rose with the ball. Pass to Griffin. Fires from 14. They get it back. And Drummond missing.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in first.
And it's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. Outside Griffin. Back to Jackson. Number 45.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Here is Hayward. Out of bounds. Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession. Six on the shot clock. Down low. The finger will finish up the bucket. And here's Rose. Pass to Jackson. Right side Jackson. Outside Rose. Number 45. Bangs home the trifecta. 1 points in the game.
Right now, they don't seem to have an answer for the outside game this second half.
They can take their time on this possession.
You know, guys, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, give themselves a little break, too.
Catch the breath. Yeah. Slim, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Inside, right side Griffin. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Here's Cantor. And so they foul intentionally. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession.
Making a long pass like that is always a risky proposition.
outside Jackson. Good! And now they trail by just 4.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Here's Rose. Here's Griffin. And now we've got the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that so he gets them both. And
Outstanding work at the foul line to make this a 2-possession game.
foul timeout called by Detroit. Guys, your thoughts? Backing down is Drummond. Pass to Jackson. Number 45. It falls! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1. And now they foul and stop the clock. First free throw is good, and that and he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Now a timeout called by Detroit. Here's what you take. Outside Rose to take the lead.